In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Oh, I think it's connected to my phone. Let's disconnect. Hopefully, you can hear me now. Hopefully, you can hear me now. There's something about my phone that's like being attached to my computer, which I fucking hate because it takes up too much data and then my photos get doubled or tripled because it's also attached to my iPad. I don't like that. Anywho, yes, we can hear, we can hear. Okay, so I just wanted to say that I want to start out with, we're going to talk about Ebo Noah today. He's actually my favorite fat person in modern day times, trying to save the world. He's trying to save the world, people. So, maybe we as Americans don't get it, but I can appreciate his efforts. But we'll talk about it. But I also want to tell you that we've got a few days to clean, and a simple solution to cleaning, unless you have an allergy to it, is plain old white vinegar. Hold on. Plain old white vinegar is the magical tool for cleaning, people. Don't sleep on something you may already have in your house. Plain old white vinegar gets rid of blockages, gets rid of negative energy. It's very pungent. It has power. It purifies and cleans. And you guys should know this because we clean out chicken with vinegar and it works. So you could do the same thing with your household, right? Get some. Listen, it doesn't have to be a lot. What I'm trying to teach you is that you don't have to go out and buy a lot. Get some vinegar. This is my cleaning vinegar, and then I brought another vinegar for later if I want to use it for ingesting, mixing it with something for food or something. But hold on a second. Oops, wrong one. Oops, wrong one. Good. So vinegar represents spiritual cleansing, spiritually cleansing. And don't think you don't need spiritual cleansing. Some of us need spiritual cleansing from ourselves, the negative thoughts. We can't bring in the new year with negative thoughts. We can't, we should not. It's not healthy. We've got to figure out that one of our biggest problems individually that we manifest very easily is negative thoughts. Positive thoughts take too long for some of us. But if you produce negative thoughts, boom, it'll show up. And then you get to say, see, I told you. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh my God, excuse me. It's for banishing negative energy, and it's for purifying, especially cleansing rituals. It cuts through the sour negativity of it all. Um, Hold on. It's also for protection. So with vinegar, one of the things that we don't know what to do in modern day times is to wash down our doors, front and back. Okay? Do that before the new year. And once you get rid of the sour negativity, the bad luck, your good luck can just flow in. All right. You can also add this to your floor wash. Now that's what I'm getting ready to do. Add it to my floor wash. But first, because it's the new year, first I'm gonna wash the floor. Then I'm gonna clean the mop, bleach the mop. Then I'm going to get a solution of vinegar. Now, because I'm a little more advanced, I will add other herbs and boil it, and then that will be the last and cool it down, strain it, cool it down, and that will be the last thing I do. And I'll add vinegar to it. And let me tell you something: all negativity has to leave my house, including me, if that's the way I'm operating. So I'm creating a solution to say to myself, my negative thoughts are not helping me. All right. I'm going to move into positive thinking. I'm not going to worry about people that don't like me. Done. I hear you well. I see your actions well. I'm not dwelling on whether or not you like me. I'm going to get rid of any negative thoughts that other people have placed upon you. I want her to know I don't like her. No, 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 no. No. What did we talk about? Move into 2026 peacefully. And the reason why I keep emphasizing that is because so many people are going to benefit in 2026. But you got to be prepared for the benefit, or else by the end of 2026, you're going to be exhausted because too many good things are coming to you. But if you move in peaceful and that abundance come in, you expect it to come in. You know how to handle it because you walked into 2026 peaceful. All right. Um, you can also put vinegar at the base of your door in a little tiny bowl for protection. You know, yeah, there's so many things you can do, but we're going to keep it nice and simple, right? We're going to keep it nice and simple. If you just want to wash down with vinegar, add a little dish detergent, some vinegar, get to wiping down everything, doorknobs, kitchen knobs, right? Um, some of us need to wipe down our sofas. I used to get my sofa cleaned all the time with, remember Sears had a cleaning company? Oh, I loved getting my sofa cleaned. This sofa has not been cleaned in 4 years. And now I have a cat. Maybe what I could do, hmm, got to be some stagnant energy on that sofa. And I have a dark sofa, so I could get away with this, right? I used to have white sofas, which is why I always cleaned it with Sears. So maybe what I could do is take a solution with a rag and just wipe it down before I go to bed. And then hopefully it will be dry by the next day. I could do that. Just talking to myself. When I tell you get rid of the negative energy, also wipe down your walls, especially where your um, anywhere where the doorknobs meet the wall. Those walls are very dirty, and I've got a couple. Also, Clorox bleach works well for that kind of stuff. and the spray bottle and or Lysol, but one works better than the other, and I can't remember which one, so it doesn't really matter. Hi Noel. I was thinking I need to wash down my front door. Yes. The area smells. That's what I'm talking about. The other thing that you could do is if you want, like I like vinegar smell, so it's not going to bother me, and my intention is to make sure the negativity leaves. But if you have a problem with the vinegar smell, you can always add fabric softener. Hmm. Your favorite fabric softener. Speaking of spiritual events, have you heard about the Buddhist monks who are walking from Texas, DC? They've been walking for 2 months, and here they are in Atlanta. Hmm. Did you also know that the Dalai Lama is a PDF file? I don't believe in anyone anymore, Charm. I'm sorry. I know things. They don't, I have to be fair to them. They don't belong to the same sector as the Dalai Lama, but the assumption is there. And I would say, unless these damn Buddhists handle what's happening in their own community, I am not impressed with anybody walking through America. Take away you do what you got to do. You want to take away the energy, do what you got to do. I cannot be tricked, because if they're walking through America, then the Dalai Lama is sleeping with some 10-year-old, and it's a whole cover up. I'm okay. You know what? Negative energy. I need to pour this on my head. I'm too negative. Oh my God. I need help. I need help. Oh, I need help. Trust no one. That's all I have to say. Like, oh, monks. Did you ever talk to the Dalai Lama about how he likes little 10-year-old boys? Did you ever do that? As you're walking across America trying to save our black asses? Save yourselves. I'm just saying. Charm, do you think I'm evil? Does everybody think I'm evil? I could be, bitch. I could be. Oh, can I give you a joke? So, sometimes I joke with my cat and she's like doing something. I'm like, bitch, bitch. Well, one day I came in the house and I was so upset, and I was like, that bitch. And the cat goes, huh? I was like, your name is not bitch. And I'm really sorry that I gave you that impression. Like, I need help. I need help. I need help. All right. Yes. Yes. I was trying to make it easy, but Creolina, oh, Dettol, Creolina, Dettol. You want to add that to your repertoire of cleaning? Do it all before the new year, by the way. It will drive out negativity. It stinks. I like the smell, but the spirits be running for the hills. Caribbeans know all about it. Yes. Help from what? Oh, you got to see the beginning, soul sister. You got to see it from the beginning, and then you'll get it. Tracy, you're not evil, but your mind was forged in cynicisms of the New York City. You play New York City? You might be right. And I wasn't even in the hood of New York City. Can you imagine how I would have turned out if I was in the of New York City? Can you imagine? I'd probably be in jail. Creolina makes my house feel like a strong calm. Does make you feel very calm, very strong. I just got done with cleaning with my ammonia. That was the other one. Ow! Ow! Ammonia. All right. That's I knew something was missing. It was ammonia. Okay. You can mix ammonia and vinegar. Now I have to go out and get some ammonia. I might get some lemon ammonia. I really feel like some lemony stuff. You cannot mix ammonia and bleach. You'll die. All right. We want you cleaning out the negativity. We don't want you to be the negativity. Do not mix ammonia and bleach. But you can mix ammonia with vinegar. Now I got to go out and get some ammonia. Damn. All right. Yes, yes. Vinegar is just as good, but I forgot about ammonia. And if you brought it up, it's because spirit is like Tracy ammonia. So if you brought it up, I got to get ammonia. Like that's my warning. Like get some ammonia, bitch. That's spirit. They're my people. Oh, interesting. I clean my floors and clothes with ammonia once a year. It really cleans everything. It really does. Every pore in your clothes will be taken out. I don't clean with ammonia because I have problems with chemicals. So if I find a detergent that works, I'm just using that detergent. Some people, did you know some people put Fabuloso in their laundry? I can't. I can't. I'd rather die. After the vinegar, yes, a separate mopping with original pine sol is good to bring in money and abundance because it still has actual pine oil in it, or the concentrated pine. Yes. So you're right, Charm. You want to do vinegar ammonia to take out the negativity. You also want to smoke your house out. You want to smoke it out. You want to smoke it out with sage, sandalwood. These aren't together. None of this has to be together. Frankincense on a piece of charcoal. If you have just frankincense, just do that. If you have just myrrh, just do that. If you have both, do that. But you need to smoke out your house. So we're going to smoke out the negativity, right? Then we want to bring in, right? So cleaning, it could be daunting, but don't let it be daunting because you got to clean your your house anyway. But this time when we do the vinegar or ammonia, right? We're going to get not the nooks and crannies on the floor, but we're going to get the legs of the table. We don't want spirit latching on to our kitchen table legs. Mm-mm. We want to get the front door. We want to get the back of the front door. If you have a back door, same thing. If you can get your windowsills, like those are all portals, you know, do your windowsills. But I do want to offer up, it's not daunting. Clean because you're telling negativity. You are not invited here anymore. We are not handling. 2025 was hell. Bye. And those of you that survived, 2025, there's so much hope in 2026. But we got to say goodbye. And I'm a big fan of not like releasing something with hatred. So I survived 2025. I am grateful for the things that I received in 2025. I was able to spend some time with Ezra. I love that part. Um, I lost my sister, but she was the best thing that ever happened to me. So I can even be grateful for her death because I feel her energy around me always. Um, I've lost and I've gained, and I've made friendships and I've lost friendships, and I have no regrets. None. 2025 was an amazing learning curve for me. The one thing I've learned to do in 2025 was trust the process. Just trust the process. That's what I've learned. I've learned that I've had to trust God. And in the long haul, he's an on time God. In the long haul, he's an on time God. So getting back to charm, hi, brown sugar. Getting back to what Charm said. Well, vinegar works on your windows just as good as window cleaner. Getting back to what Sean says. Oh, yeah, but brown sugar. A lot of people don't know this kind of stuff. So this is whole master class. Pineland and asafoetida and sage after the heavy end of the year work, but a lot of people don't, and they're not going to get it in the next 3 days from Amazon. But if you can get asafoetida, just look it up on Amazon, have it delivered. If you've got one of those where you can get your products overnight, get it. I'm a big, not everybody has this, but I'm a big fan of rue. Um, Sage, not to boil. Rue is to help boil, but you can also burn rue. Sage for burning, but I also have frankincense and myrrh separately. Um, what else? What else? Oh, to bring in. Where are you, Charm? When you said bring in. Oh, the positive and the negative. I use brown Lysol. That works. And Dettol. I talked about Dettol. For regular clothing cleaning, like once a month, ammonia is very strong. Yeah, do what is like I can't. I already know I can't use ammonia. I will never be able to take the chemicals, and I don't want my punani to have like my underwears with. Mm-mm. I'm not itching. Mm-mm. 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 No, I found detergent that works for me, which is Gain, and I'm just sticking to Gain. I get no reactions from Gain. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, so after the vinegar, a separate mopping with original pine sol is good. Pine sol also releases negativity to bring in money. I thought it releases negativity. But anything after this, you can boil some roses, rose petals, lavender, use lavender oil. If you have fresh lavender, boil the lavender. Jasmine, jasmine oil. What else? What else? I gotta look at my love book. And then, mint. Mint is my favorite. Basil. Now, basil works two ways. Basil works two ways. You can use basil to get rid of negativity. Very, very powerful. You could use basil for abundance. All right. I wouldn't do cinnamon and allspice, any of the brown herbs, because your mop will turn brown. And to me, that defeats the purpose. Peppermint is probably my favorite to bring in money in abundance. Thank you, Tom. So now I got to go out and buy ammonia. Ugh. Cinnamon does bring in money and good luck, but there's other ways to use cinnamon. I wouldn't put it in my mop water because I just don't like my mop water looking mucky before I start using it. And but you can put it in your bath water. Now, for those of you that take a shower, which is my problem, so I've got to wash my hair right before the new year. So I tend to make the bowl's not here, a bowl full of solution, but I tend not to put it on my head, right? Because blacks, we try not to ruin our hair. But I have to wash my hair. So this time around, I'm going to dye, wash it, and then use my solution probably New Year's Eve. I don't even want to wash my hair. I really don't, but I have to. When you have a head full of hair, like I do, and it's a head full of locks because my rosemary oil, y'all could sleep on this rosemary oil if you want to. This rosemary oil grows your hair, and I am the model. I am the model for hair growth. My hair is down my back, dead ass. My own this is a ponytail, and I've got to put it high up here so that it doesn't sit on my neck. My hair oil is my hair. This hair oil is immaculate conception. You will get your hair back. I know Listen, I would even suggest men to use it when they're starting to bald. Mm-hmm. I would. Yeah. Ciao. Anywho, get your hair oil. And what I love about my hair oil, Azon Miracle Rosemary Hair Growth, is that I'm trying to remove everything. Is that you will begin to see fuzz where hair couldn't grow. I did not have baby hair. Not because of wigs or anything. I just never had baby hair. And then all of a sudden, there was fuzz here and it pushed back where my locks were. And I'm like, why is my locks being pushed back? And what is, I thought my hair was breaking off from my hair. I thought my front part of my hair was breaking off, creating this fuzz. I didn't know it was the rosemary oil giving me some hair. All of a sudden, I can make baby hair with the fuzz that grew. I'm like, what? This is nice. So TracyBrownLive.com is the listen. I have to tell you, you want to gift yourself something for 2026. As much as we all love our hair, gift yourself some rosemary oil, rosemary growth oil with biotin from TracyBrownLive.com. You will not regret it. Mm-mm. And I put in 10,000 milligrams of biotin. I don't play about my people. I don't play about my people. All right. I'm just telling you, you could take care of yourself if you want to. It's there. Why does this always Ada? You said that the last time. Ada. Okay, hold on. 33 minutes. Okay. TracyBrownLive.com. Oh, wait. Ada, you keep saying that. Watch it not be here and I'll be upset. Okay. TracyBrownLive.com. Tracy T. Let me put it back up so we can let's do a tutorial. TracyBrownLive.com. Look. TracyBrownLive.com. Right? Enter my world of flowers because I love flowers. We've talked about this. If you're on your phone, maybe your iPad, I'd like to know why I never get paid for these commercials. People are doing commercials and I don't get paid. The 3 dots right there, press that. Then go to shop. And then it says azonmiracles.com. azonmiracles.com. Also, I am going to be doing tarot classes. I haven't picked a date yet, but you can also get candle magic from me. This is my book, The Power of Love, and all the herbs that is associated with love. All right. And here is tarot readings. Tarot readings. You can order a tarot reading with me from this site. And also a ChatGPT activation reading. All right. So there's a couple of things that you could invest in. So, anywho. Ada, did you try it? Hi, Marcella. Oh, look at Charm. I put some of Tracy's pure quality rosemary oil in my locks today before going to work. I feel energized. Oh my God. Not only that, Charm, when you put it, rosemary oil is so healthy for you and it seeps into your uh, skin, your cells, makes your face look amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Rosemary oil. It's a gift. Let me see. go. Rosemary oil is about love, protection, purification. I mean, it uplifts your spirits, which is why you feel energized. It's for mental clarity. So we got to be spiritual about what we're doing. We got to be spiritual. All right, let's move on. We did good. So we talked about the cleaning. Now let's talk about the grapes. Who is going underneath a table? Men, I wish you fellas would go underneath the table too. Who's going to go underneath the table at midnight? And some of y'all might be with friends and partying hard and drinking, and maybe you can't do it. Last year, I went under the table at the stroke of midnight, like a minute before midnight. I was already on the floor, ate my 12 grapes for the next 12 months to get love. Someone did come through, however abusive he was, and threw a plate of food in my face, but it worked. And when it was no longer viable for me to be in that relationship, I got the fuck away. But it works. I just needed to use some discernment. With all that being said, I'm going to do it again because I trust the process. Hey, Machina. I love Machina. She's like, I'm going underneath the table, child. I'm going to do it again. See, we're all going to do it. I'm going to buy some grapes. We're going to do it. I already started. I didn't get underneath the table, but the one thing I love is grapes, and I can't keep grapes in my house because it has like high sugar content. And so the grapes are up to here, but then I fed them to the birds just now. And I was like, well, if I give the bird one, I should give myself one. Anyway. All right. Underneath the table, some of us go. Come join us. Take a picture. That would be so much fun to take a picture and send it to me. You all got my number. Send it to me. All right. Hi, lovely Irene. Now let's talk about, I did it for 2024. I got love. I did it for 2023 without the table. Got love and money. Aww. So what can you do not to get a cheap creep? You're asking for someone to come through. You are not identifying the quality that you want to come through. So, what you want is options. Go underneath the table and ask for love and ask for options. And then make sure you know the type of person that could make you happy. Every nigger with the dick is not the one. If he don't come correct, that's not love. Release him to the wild. That's what I did. A nigga didn't come correct and thought it was okay to be abusive. Be gone, nigga. Be gone. Starting over. Thank you. Next. You got to know the difference. Niggas come through. You got to be like, I don't like that character of a man. Sorry. Thank you. Next. Fuck them. All right. You can ask for healthy love. That would be nice. Yes. As you're eating the grapes, ask for healthy love, and know what that feels like. Like the minute you said it, Charm, like that was like, I'm feeling that. All right. The most important thing, talking about healthy love, Dr. Charm, is requesting good health for yourself and your family. And then operating in such a way that good health you then provide, right? Ask for it, because I think without asking for it, we deny the ability for healthy living. So asking for it can be like a mantra, but then do everything you can to create healthy eating, healthy exercising, healthy mental health, healthy sleeping. Like there are so many things that can compromise our health. Go to your goddamn doctors. A simple blood workup will tell the doctor everything. All right? And that's it. That's it. We're going to be okay, y'all. We're going to be okay. And for those of you that having a hard time believe or is very sick or have family members that are very sick and you're at a loss emotionally or depressed, remember the sun comes out in the morning and tomorrow could change everything. And that's the real hope. Just breathe. All right. All right, y'all. Let's talk about Ebo Noah. Oh, God, I feed my birds all the time. I just gave them grapes, but I also feed them. You know, one day, Chom, I stopped feeding my birds. I had come back from Atlanta and I had sadness because I couldn't go see my sister right away. But I didn't know she was going to go to a better place. And so I stopped feeding the birds. I guess I was just upset. And I'm telling you, I was watching IG and literally something came on and said, feed the birds. And I was like, huh? Huh? Man, I ran right out and got me some bird food again. Richard and I both feed the birds all the time, but I was just like, I didn't care. I didn't water my plants. I did so many things where it's just like, I don't care. But that IG post brought me back to like sensibility. All right, let's let's look at Ebo Noah. Is anybody impressed with Ebo Noah? Anybody? Can you tell me your thoughts on Ebo Noah? Ebo Noah? Ebo? Ebo went from rocking a new Mercedes to his charm off the church's money. There's no church. There's no church. There are people stranded in Ghana because they sold all their worldly possessions for the rapture. Well, he didn't say it was the rapture. Wasn't that another African priest that talked about the rapture? I was going to bring that up. These are two different people. But in any case, I've decided for all the Africans that followed his word, sold everything. Um, I heard later that everything was donated to him. I don't believe all of that. Had all of their life's belongings on top of their head. Now I see why we became slaves. I see it. I see the writing on the wall. Africans are so easily. Now, I don't know about Africans as general. I'm not saying that. Maybe I should just say Nigerians. And Nigerians don't get mad at me because y'all act all uppity and shit. You can't, not after these stunts. Um, I see why we became slaves. Let me get you a little closer. I see why we became slaves. Look, I got a mustache. I really should take care of that. I see why we became slaves. Nigerians, y'all believe anything. Let a nigga in 50 states tell us something about Noah. We would be like, then, did he say he, we gonna watch this plan out. We're not giving you money. Although there are churches, Charm, that kind of have the same methodology, and y'all be giving up your rent and shit and be broke as hell, ain't got enough food in the house. We need to stop all this shit. But did I insult anybody? I see why we became slaves. It is never going to be my problem that you sold everything from 3 towns over. Walk there. And, I have to tell you, he built eight arcs. 8. Now, I really think God was talking to him. He didn't build one and say, hey, he built 8. If that ain't God, then where is God? I think the flood is coming, and that's what we're going to check in the reading today. I mean, the flood came to California. The flood came to Dubai. Maybe he just got his GPS, a little off its kilter. My favorite part is when he said, maybe it's next year, 2026 Christmas. Oh, with the churches? Oh, I never knew that. I never heard that. Oh, my God, Tom. Thank you. I see why we were placed on those boats. Not we. Not me. I was born into this mess. But I can tell you it makes when I watch what's going on in Nigeria with all the scams, don't get mad at me, Nigerians. Like, Wendy Osefo. Don't get mad at me. I got phone after phone after phone of Nigerian men on my WhatsApp trying to scam me. Where's my WhatsApp? Let me see. Get rid of some of these people that I love. I don't want a name to show up here. Oh, here's a good one. No names here. Okay. Here's a good one. Stop. Do you see that where it says stop? Hello? Stop. Those are all my Nigerian ones. Is there something? And let me tell you something, Nigerians. I know you come from kings and queens. I also believe you all are part of the original Jewish tribe, part of the original people in the beginning of the world. I believe that. Not the brightest groups at all. And I don't want y'all to get mad at me. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Like, you can pretend all you want and come to America and be like, y'all better than us. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not if you sold everything to Ebo Noah. Mm-mm. All right, let's play some videos because there's so much of these videos or whatever. Hi, soul sister. Let's get these things out the way. Of this. Did you know that I think he wants to be
Ebo Noah, you see your people here. So upon all the noise that we have been making every day, every night, these people never cared. And they have been going to hotel rooms to do all these things. So now imagine if this rain was to rain today, right now. How will these people enter into this ark? If this rain was to rain today, right now, how would they enter into the ark? You see, some people never took Ebo Noah serious. See, hey, Ebo Noah, some people never took you serious.
Not the ark. Where do I pee and shit? did he create a portable like gadget to have that released? Like this kind of feels like the Astrodome situation with Hurricane Katrina. It feels very scary to me in terms of releasing feces and other excrements from your body. And do we do it in private or do we do it in public? Now, I know Africans are not like Americans. If it were Americans, there'd be a lot of pedophiles on the boat. That's not Africans. Africans are very lovely, clean people. They don't have the mindset of pedophilia, but we have other things mixed in us, which gives us the weird pedophile shit, and that's how Astrodome fell apart. It's not the boat. It's the cleanliness of it all. Also, would God not want him to save the animals like before, Ebo Noah? And and if we do save the animals, do we shit next to them as they just naturally just shit all over the place? I just need to know the details because I have to think that drowning would be better. I'm just trying. I'm not African. I don't know how this fell into the abyss. Somebody help me.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, man.
Conference Center, Rapaholic, stood. I'm about to tell you everything. Ebo Noah. God reveals to redeem. And I mean, ya pump fire, what pump fire, and I mean, and the step on the first. Let's party!
He's a rock star now. These people in the Astrodome were basically held pro. What does that mean, sweetie? What does that mean? Which still had nothing to do with how poorly they acted to each other. There was our stuff going on in the Astrodome, and that was the most disappointing part. All those child marriages. Where in Africa? Do we have child marriages in Africa? The gag is none of these people are reading the Bible because God sent the rainbow as promised. He would never destroy the earth by flood again. Yes, but he didn't say he wouldn't flood, and he's flooded many regions. But you're right. He promised he would never flood the whole earth again. It happened because Africans love the sensationalism of the church, the magic and the tricks and the miracles, and have turned it into a theatrical production. I don't know about that, soul sister. So do Black Americans right here. So do white Americans with their evangelical. Do you need help? What's going on?
Looking for number 40.
40 is on that side.
On that side.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, go that way. And I think it's at the opposite end, though. How did she get in? But I think that is evangelical, right? Remember, we in America, we give all these evangelical churches amazing cars, planes. Look at what's his name? The one that hangs out with Diddy. I think it's a what is it when you hysterical? I think churches are used to make people hysterical because they're so broke, they're depressed, they have marital issues, so they use God as a tool to get them to release all their monies and make the people believe that church is the only thing that's going to save them. And they use words like give the church the money and you will live in paradise. They mean after death. Like, I want to live in paradise right now. And at one point, I used to believe in tithes, but I don't believe in tithes anymore. I don't believe that the religious, after the Vatican, I just don't believe that temples should exist anymore. God forgive me if I'm saying the wrong things, but I think most of these churches are like the church that Solomon built. It's built with the hands of devils and evil. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know. That's a scam. The Pentecostalism on crack, even in Africa. I believe that. I believe that. I totally believe that. They were held prisoner. Oh, law enforcement and the governor didn't want to release them onto the city. I hear that and I do understand that. And what does that have to do with people not taking care of each other inside the dome, raping each other, allowing people to die and walking over the bodies? I understand what the government did. I think it was our job to make sure we took care of each other, and that failed. How we took care of each other, that's what went wrong. I know what the government did, but I'm talking about what we did to each other, and we failed each other in the Astrodome. After almost dying in the flood, I know what the government did. Who do you think released the dam? Bush did. But how any of us got to safety and how anybody thought it was okay to great people, no. No, we failed each other when we were capable of surviving. I don't know. I'm sorry, soul sister. I'm sorry. But I do know that the government treated the people in the Astrodome like fucking dirt. It's so sad. I'm sorry. But I won't take from my people that did wrong. I won't do it. And that is one of our problems. I find that we are healing from not taking care of each other. I don't know if you see it, but I definitely see it. I wasn't there, but for the grace of God, could I have been? I don't know. I don't know. All right. I'm sorry. I get passionate. I'm so sorry. I'm trying.
So
to
you're
be a
telling me
better-
Iran declared war with the United States at
The false prophet Noah from Africa, who said God told him the earth would end in a flood on Christmas Day, has a ton of angry people. They even set one of his boats on fire. Thousands of people gave money and left their homes in hopes of getting on the ark that he built. And he took that money and he bought a $90,000 Mercedes. And of course, the world didn't flood. Now he's saying it's because God didn't tell him a specific year. People are angry at what he has done. And this is why you need to read the Bible for yourself, because God has already told us that he's not going to flood the earth again. If you like daily Christian content, follow for more.
Guys, the word Christian is just bothering me now. Oh, I don't like that word Christian. Oh, I got some things to work out. Don't be sorry. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Don't be sorry. There's always a few bad people. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hi, Sandra. Sonja. Sanji. How are you, sweetie? Thank you, soul sister.
Hello, baby. Charlie, I want to tell you something.
I'm listening.
Today is the right time for me to show you that I really love you. Want to see?
Mẹ mà nên phát riêng đi show. Mẹ mà nên phát riêng đi ăn show sa. Mẹ say, em
Built. Did y'all see the massive 8 boats that he built? I can't be mad at Noah. No, but
The flood predicted by Ebo Noah did not come as expected, which angered the thousands of believers who had gathered there to await its arrival. Ebo Noah had claimed that God warned him of a global flood and said only those who joined him would be saved. In preparation, he announced that he had built 8 large wooden arks. His message spread quickly online, and an estimated 280,000 people traveled to stay near him, seeking protection. Many followers also donated large sums of money to support the project. When December 25 passed, with no signs of flooding, frustration and panic grew among the crowd. Some followers began questioning where their money had gone after reports surfaced that Ebo Noah had used donations to purchase luxury items, including a Mercedes-Benz. As tensions rose, a group of angry followers surrounded Ebo Noah. Witnesses say the situation became chaotic before local authorities intervened. Police later took Ebo Noah into custody for his own safety and to prevent further escalation. Authorities have now launched an investigation into possible fraud and misuse of donations. Many former supporters say they feel deceived and are demanding answers, refunds, and legal action. Should Ebo Noah be held fully accountable for what happened? Or should followers share responsibility for believing him in the first place? What do you think?
I truly think that's how we became slaves. This is a great example of how slavery began. Great example. Hey, we're going to take you to a new land. And it's going to be so much better and you're going to love it. And we were like, okay, not we, because I came after slavery, but the people were like, okay, it'll be better, much better, much better. Clink, clink, hang to a wall for 3 months, waiting for the next boat to come in. I have mixed feelings, soul sister, on the Bible. I I I believe so many things. I believe there are too many good things in the Bible for it to be just a book, right? Too many good things. I think that the one version that has dominated all the versions, the King James Version, was authorized and made for his own benefit. And he was a PDF file and he murdered his wife and, helped recreate the Bible. I also don't appreciate that Israel is named in the Bible so many times when Israel wasn't established until 1948. I think that the fact that somehow or another they knew better not to take out that Jesus had woolly hair, and that had brown skin. They knew not to take that out because they could have. And yet, made Jesus white with blue eyes. I think that, I think some of the stories in the New Testament, beyond John, Mark, Luke, who gave their own version. I think even James gave their own version of what happened to Jesus. And each one had their own version, so it divvied just a little. I think when after Jesus died, and then the apostles, like in Acts and all those versions, after Jesus died, those were people's opinions. And I don't appreciate that part of the Bible, especially that part of the Bible that literally says women must cover their head. And then we get mad at Muslims when they actually cover their heads. I think that there is a historical record that has truth and non-truth. And I think just like we can't choose healthy men in our lives, we can't tell the difference between good truth and non-truth in the Bible. And I think one of our jobs is to not hate the word, because I don't hate the word, is to, when I read it, to decide there's no way this can be true, that this part was altered. I don't believe in certain aspects of the word. I also don't want to be coerced or tricked by elders, my pastor, into thinking that the word is everything, because God did not ask us to do that. If anything, God asked us to be like him. Jesus never came thinking, oh, this is what I want out of life. I want to be revered forever as Christian. And then for the word Christian to be used against people. That's not why Jesus came. I believe Jesus came because the one thing that was left out, not on purpose, right? God is a great God, but if you notice, God will correct itself. Right? When God said the thing about the rainbow, he was like, oh my God, oh my God, listen to me. I will never do it. So he auto-corrects himself. So if God auto-corrects himself, we can make mistakes and auto-correct ourselves too. I think there are so many parts in the first book of the Bible where love was truly forgotten. Like the word love, like the act of loving. I think it's impressed upon, right? I think it's assumed, but I think Jesus came back to show the action of caring for people and love. Hence Mary Magdalene, hence stoning some woman because she slept around, when niggas of the Bible sleep with everybody. Any case, okay, I'm losing it. I didn't mean for this show to go this way, but it did. Oh, Psalms is absolutely a spell book. Yes, and King James has taken out so many books, but I think there are books taken out from the beginning. When we look at the Book of Noah and the Mary Magdalene version, they weren't there from jump. They weren't there. They found them, what, 20, 30,000 years later? There's so many. It's not just King James. I don't like the fact that King James became the most prominent one. That's what I don't like. Yeah, it's very interesting. Even major religion has Christ-like figures, Buddha, Krishna. And do you know there's not one single religion that has a female figure as the head of its church, of its religious authority? No one has a female figure. I didn't say they weren't goddesses. I said no one in the world. That's sad. It was altered, 12 chapters of the Bible removed, the book of Enoch. They're alternating, and any aspect is untrustworthy to me. Just my opinion. I agree. I agree. but I feel like I'm not educated enough here. And you're right. This is my opinion, but I can only tell you, growing up in the church and then seeking God in every single religion, just begging God to show up in a new church that I choose to be a part of. And I can tell you, Christ is not in the church. Christ is not in the church because it's not in the people. And that is the most disturbing thing I've discovered. And I bounced around to different churches. I kept looking for God, thinking God was in a temple. And maybe if the Catholic Church isn't the one, I am going to try a Pentecostal church. And if that's not the one, I'm going to go to a Thai temple. I'm going to go anywhere where I think Christ can be found. Everybody has a higher authority. They all think they're better than one another. They're missing the whole point. No one cares for the people. Fuck the monks that are running around America. Like, why don't you walk straight up to your Dalai Lama and tell him to stop touching PDF files? Let's try that before you walk around America. You know what? Walk around America. Somebody's going to receive it. Go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. Do whatever it takes. I think the flood needs to come. That's what I think. I think we do need round 2. I'm kidding, God. I'm kidding. All right. All right. I didn't realize I was going to be so negative today. I'm negative. I need Jesus. Oh, my God. I need Jesus. I really need Jesus. I really do. All right. Back to crazy Ebo
Today,
Noah.
I saw Ebo Noah at Kaswa. Ebo Noah. Ebo Noah. Ebo Noah. Ebo Noah at Kaswa. 25th December. Ebo Noah at Kaswa. Ebo Noah at Kaswa.
I don't know. I'm getting bored now. Tracy, I have a question. Go for it, Ada. How do we know when God is speaking to us? That's hard, right? That's hard. I think you don't know. I think it takes practice, right? I remember when I was a kid and God used to walk the earth and talk to people directly. And I remember saying to God, I wish I was a part of that world where you talk to people directly. I think I would have liked that. When I got the impression that I can talk to God. And of course I said, how? Why? Like, when? Like, how does this happen? So your mind is a powerful thing. And practicing when God is speaking to you is when you get validation, right? And you have to have the validation. That's the other thing, right? You can't hear God say, like, go torture an animal. Oh, God told me. And there are people in jail that was like, well, I got the message from God, like Uncle Sam. I don't know if you guys remember him. He said God was talking to him. And it's okay. See, we have a problem with questioning God, but you have to question God because you have to know if you are talking to God or talking to the devil who acts like God. And sometimes you cannot tell the difference between the two. I think it takes practice and it takes trust and it takes the highest of mental capability and health. And I mean mental health. So talking to God does not mean you're crazy. It means that you understood discernment. But you can only understand discernment if you allow God to test you. So there are times, I remember one time I was in an Uber and the guy said to me, my GPS is telling me to not go on the highway. Right away, I heard God say, don't go on the highway. And could it be God? Could it be angels? Could it be guys? Let's put it under the same umbrella. Like, I can't dissect always who's talking to me, but they're under God's direction. And I heard it immediately. And I said, go on the highway. I spent 3 hours on the highway with the meter running, and Uber would not reimburse me because there was an accident on the highway and his GPS said, don't do it. So I took that as a lesson that the next time my spirit informs me of something, then maybe I should listen, right? And authenticity. I agree. I feel like those of you that get like uncomfortable with church early on, I think that's you figuring out that they're not preaching well to you, and you've got to figure this out as an adult. And good for you, soul sister. So you're talking to God when you get validation, but I'm warning you. If you are not safe with God, if you have not been practicing with God to know the difference, the devil will supersede God and it'll be authorized by God. That's what he did to Job. It'll be authorized. Nothing bad happens without God's knowledge. Sometimes God just tests her. I wonder if she thinks she's always talking to me. Let me send the devil in and let me see, not the devil, but evil. Let me see if she listens to evil. And then let a man with a penis come along. Oh, y'all listening to evil. Y'all be like, F God. This man came along, I'm listening to my man. And it's like, wow. I'm extreme. You don't always know if you're talking to God. You don't. But your discernment and your prayer. What I like to do, and you have to trust me on this one simple sentence. What I like to do is to say often, if you are not of God, get out. Simple. Do you know they have to leave? They can't stay. And I mean stay inside your head. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Renee. Oh, I'm trying. I'm not educated. I can only do and tell you what has helped me to survive. But also, I have never made not one single man my highest authority. Not one. My job and my boss has never been my highest authority. There's nobody that can tell me, put your signature right here. Why? That's what you're getting from me. Why? Because I said so. I won't. Then you'll lose your job. Yes, I will. Yes, I will lose my job. You'll never catch me. Well, I didn't know, and I signed it because my boss told me to sign it, and you go to jail? Fuck that. No. I was afraid to lose my job. I'm losing my job. Period. Because I don't know from whence the test comes from. Nope. I mean, thank God I've never been put in that position, but I've never had a man try and coerce me. I'm just going to bring things up. I don't want people to get, upset with me. I've never had a man try and convince me to have a threesome. Why? And that's not your character, but you're doing it to like take care of like his sexual needs. Would never happen. Nigga gotta go. Would never happen. Now, if that's what I'm into, bring it on. I'm saying nobody can convince me to do something that's against my highest authority. So I don't know who that is, Jarrell. I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm not up to that name, but I don't know who that is, so I can't speak on him unless I know. I'm so sorry. I'll do my research. Give me some more questions. Remember, I'm not your highest authority. You are. And we're all processing and learning to relearn. We're learning to reprogram ourselves, and it's not easy because we don't have good examples out here to really help us anymore. So we're by ourselves, we're on our own. Oh, well, sweetie, I don't know him. I don't like to bring up. We're talking about a very important conversation right now. So I don't like for my feed to get hijacked, Jarrell. I don't like that. So moving on. Moving on, guys. I don't want to be hijacked, Jala. Don't do that. We're, see, do you realize that even that's evil? Do you realize that if I'm about to hit on something spiritual and I can change one person's ideology, in comes somebody about a boxer and death and all. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. This is my feed. So, Jarrell, if you want to talk about that, I think you should talk about that on your IG page, your TikTok page. You don't get to add when we are talking about how to create better selves. Mm-mm. Not on my authority, not on my page. Nope. No one gets to hijack my page. So thank you. Next. It's all right. It's all right, Jarrell, but it's my job to stay focused. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? All right. Let's do a reading because that was my intention. I didn't realize I was going to make this fun, but apparently Ebo Noah's energy is not good. Like that's how I can tell, Ebo Noah. Your energy is not good. So I don't know where you went wrong, but I wanted to thank you for. Did y'all hear that they burned one of the boats? You don't burn a boat. What if the flooding is coming next month? Oh my God, I can't. It's not easy, but do you know that that is your real job? Your real job being born is to not be influenced by evil. Do you know that's the only thing God wants of you? To not be influenced by evil and to understand that Christ, that person that everybody keeps calling out because everyone thinks they're better than everybody, the minute they call out Christ's name, I feel like Christ is hijacked. I feel like Christian, when you bring up, I always have a problem with that. And I couldn't understand, like, I was thinking, do I hate God? Because every time somebody brings up Christ or Christian, I cringe. I cringe. And I realize what I'm cringing about is the unauthorized use of Christ as a being and the unauthorized use of what Christians are. That's what I hate, because I've been battling God for years. I'm like, I don't hate you. So why am I always feeling this way? It took maturity, spiritual maturity, to understand it was never about God. It was about the hijacking, the racism, the different religions that everybody thinks they're better than ever. My church does this, and no one cares. We call God this, and unless you call God this, if you don't call him Yahweh and you call him God, God doesn't care. God gave us different religions so everyone can get there, wherever there is, by their road. If God got different mansions for you, how does he not have different religions for you? God made people change into, well, first of all, we all started out in Africa. Let's just start there. But if he allowed us to morph into different cultures and different color tones, what's that? Oh, it's an egret. Oh, he was loud. Did y'all hear that? Guys, I had a big beetle. Oh my God, the biggest beetle I've ever seen in my life. I was in a reading yesterday, and I'm like, he is about to, and then I started screaming. I love the sound of birds. That's an egret or a heron. I know the difference between the two. One has darker legs and one has yellow legs. They're so pretty. All right, they kind of look like swans, but not really. All right, look. Oh my God, look at this beetle right here. Select. Oh my God, I was so scared. That part for me. What part, sweetie? I heard that. Okay, something I said. The human is ego. Okay, something I said you guys understood. Okay, I love that. Thank you. Look at this damn beetle that came in. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Let me see if I can do it one more time. Come on. No, not going. All right. Let's take a picture of this one first. X. Cancel. Let me get it a little lighter. Oh. Oh. So scared. I'm so scared. Oh my God. I've been scared since yesterday. Coming to the Caribbean, y'all keep playing around. You're gonna come here and fuck around and find out there are things here. All right. Oh, cancel. Look at this beetle. I don't understand why it's not coming through. Image. Look at that shit. That walked into my house yesterday. Look at that. And it was about that big. Dead ass. Dead ass. It was about that big. I was like, oh, hell no. We do not authorize that kind of shit in my life. I was scared. But I called John, called a man, and I was like, John, come help me. Come get this thing. I don't know what it is. It's a thing. He's like, what, Tracy? I don't know. There's a thing in my house, and it's would have done if John did not remove that little bitch out my house. Oh my God. All right. Is it going to flood in Nigeria? It's going to flood in Nigeria, God. Will Ebo Noah's 8 arks be put up in vain? And God, did you tell him to build the 8 arks, or was he trying to make a internet sensation out of himself? Is Ebo Noah the joke? Did he use you? Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Ebo Noah. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Ebo Noah is your child. He is your love. He is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right, guys, let's lower the stage. Is the flood gonna come? This is Ebo Noah working on the 8 arcs, right? This is the 8 of Pentacles. All right. I do feel like he was instructed to do so. So I think so far, hold on. I get the 3 of Swords, right? I get the King of Wands, right? I get Temperance. Look at the rainbow charm. I get Temperance in time. Guys, I don't know. According to my cards, there's a flood coming to Nigeria. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world flood, but there is a flooding situation that is coming. I get a King of Cups. I don't know what sign Ebo Noah is. I feel like Ebo Noah is going to get some satisfaction. This is where my mind is. I think the people are going to be happy and rejoice when the flood comes, but there's self-sabotage here. Self-sabotage. And so, Ebo Noah, I believe the flood is coming. I do believe that you're trying to now save face, which is to me self-sabotaging, right? You're kind of trying to get people to like you, even though I do believe God told you to make the ark. The arcs. I do believe that you were. I do believe you had a dream. I do believe you woke up and started building. I think you self-sabotage by telling people too soon. That maybe like this is what God told you. I wish you could have made the arcs and then said, I'm recreating Noah's Ark in case there's a flooding, and I'm gonna leave the 8 arcs here, and maybe I'll sleep on one of the arcs. Maybe inside needs to be perfected more. Like maybe I need to build toilets. I kind of wish you didn't say that there was a flood coming, but I don't know if that was part of your dream, because if I remember correctly, in the original Noah's Ark, he just started building and people were like, why? And he was like, because. Like, I don't think he was like, because God told me to do it. He's like, I'm just building an ark. But Noah knew that he was building it for a flood, and that he also needed to garner up all the animals. Now, technically, just think about it, guys. If we know God who doesn't work on our time, right? If Noah started building the ark, it could have been 10 years in the making. It could have been 10 years in the making. And so Noah might have been looking like a jackass in his community for 10 years. And his poor wife was like, I don't know what Noah is doing. He just goes out there every day and he just builds this ark and it is what it is. You know? I mean, what if it was 10 years in the making? Ghana. We don't have God's timing, and you know that. Some of us have been single for years, and we swear to God, God ain't listening to us. But I think God is like, the quality out there isn't the best. So you want me to you want to pray for something, get it, say God brought this in, and then when that nigga don't treat you right, then where do you put God in all of this? God, I asked you for a good man. Instead, I got a dump. Like, are you there? So God is like, yeah, I'm not giving y'all nothing because y'all ain't about to congratulate me and blame me at the same time. I'm not saying everybody does that. I'm just saying. So the technicality, I'm going to say it this way. The technicality is that there is a flood coming. There is. The specific date is weird. But how could one person have that much talent to build 8 of them if it's not God directed? That's what I'm thinking. Anybody else thinking that? And why didn't the government stop him? Why didn't they go visit him and be like, what the hell are you doing? And if they did, and he was like, oh, God told me to, and they walked away, well, then that's on the government. You can't hide 8 arcs. Like, it sticks out like a sore thumb. So how can they arrest this man when the government knew 8 arcs were being built? There's a flood coming. Now, it's either a month delayed or a year delayed, but there is a flood coming. My question, Ebo Noah, is what about the animals? Does it matter if you save all the people and the animals don't live? People suck. And without some of these animals, the ecosystem is ruined because we as people will not keep God's system alive. All those people that you save in that boat, when they get off the boat, it becomes the Astrodome. It becomes that mentality. And that's why God did not take a whole bunch of people the first time. He only took Noah's wife and children, and I guess there was incest. Does anybody ever think about shit like that? Did they have to sleep with each other to repopulate? Does anybody think about stupid shit like that? And that's where the Bible makes me crazy. I thought about that when I was a kid, and I was like, well, it was only Noah, his wife, and the children left. Did everybody sleep with one another? Okay, I'm done. The Bible said, wait, it took 40 years? You know, God loves that number 40. 40 years in the desert. It took 40 years after Noah built the ark before the flood came? Y'all can't get mad at Ebo. Y'all can't get mad at him. What if it doesn't come for another 40 years? What's important? Focus. It's important. What's important? Oh, it took 40 years to build the ark? 40 years? How? What kind of ignorance is that? We had Africans building pyramids in overnight. It took 40 years. Come on now. Come on. 40 years? I don't believe it. I don't believe that. 40 years? Oh, well. God does like that number 40, though. All right. 40 years. All right. How long did it take Noah to build, Ebo Noah, to build 8 arks? 8 of them. All right, guys. I really meant for this to be comedic, and it turned serious, and it is what it is. Thank you for letting us have the freedom to explore all of this stuff, and stuff. We don't know if the pyramids took 20 to 30 years. We don't know that. They don't even know how those pyramids got built, July. I hear you, but we don't know it took 30 or 40 years. Nope. I think some of those pyramids came overnight. But I'm not like discounting what you're saying. It's completely possible it took 30 or 40 years. I don't believe it. They were beings that fly in the middle of the night. I don't know. You're probably right. Oh my goodness. Too funny. Anybody got anything else to say? I will pull a final outcome card. How long did it take Noah to build the ark? I mean, I believe it was. I believe you. Well, I'm getting different answers, but you're pretty much on target. I'm getting anywhere between 50 and 75 years. According for his son's maturation through some tradition suggested 100, even 120 years. Maybe that would make sense then. Maybe there wasn't incest. Maybe, hello, sweetie, how are you? Maybe they had wives and children on the ark. I don't know. I had questions though. I had a lot of questions when I was growing up. I just gave up asking. Here it says 75 years. Some people say 120 years. Read the scriptures more carefully. The other point is how incredibly patient God is, even in the face of violence and sins and perversions that were so bad that God decided to end all land life on the earth except what could be placed inside the ark. Yeah, we know that, and that's why that shit is coming back again. Not the flood. The annihilation of people is coming back in all forms: wind, fire, water. Oh, the pyramids are massive. I heard. I haven't seen them yet. And when I saw them, I was in awe. Yes. Noah ain't have a tricked out chariot like Ebo's new Mercedes. There was no such thing as Mercedes back in the day. Oh, I was going to say something about Noah. I don't know. Oh, I was wondering if Noah took the. How long has Noah been working on the ark? Because I was wondering if he took it from the rapture when people were selling everything for the rapture. And they were in Africa too, right? The rapture. Anywho, it's hard to believe anything, and my discernment is not with Ebo Noah. I can tell you right now, everyone, if you're meant to live, you will live. No matter what the catastrophic event, if it's not your time, God will not take you. Case in point, those 8 towers that went up in flame in China, there was a whole group of people that went in their bathroom, covered the floor, and rode out the fire. And when the firefighters went through the building, which I think is all weird, went through the building, they found a whole group of people alive in the bathroom. That, my friends, is God. So if it's your time, you're just going to go. And that's not a fear any of us should have, because you're not going to know that it's your time. You're going to be like, heaven, right? Just checking. It's heaven, right? You're just going to be there. And you'll meet like family members and stuff, like they'll come get you. But if you're meant to have an experience and you live, you were never meant to be slated for the road to heaven. So living in fear and giving up everything for the rapture or giving up everything for the flood, it's so silly to me. To me, it says you don't trust God. I trust God whether he decides today is my day or he decides to let me live and continue with my spiritual work. But if it ends, and it ends by way of me going to be with my sister, I'm not going to know it. It's just going to be a new place. I'm going to be like, hey, sis. Dead, right? Girl, are we in the same mansion? Because we got a lot to talk about. Like, that's all I would care about in the end. But I will not live here in fear. It's not going to happen at all. So I'm not packing up my stuff. I'm not selling off my goodies, meaning like furniture. I'll wait it out. I'll wait. And I'll be fine either way. That's what I've decided. Ashe. Thank you, soul sister. Yes. I love when someone gets it. Thank you, soul sister. Hi, seashells. Where you been? Not literal wood, but a symbol of continuity, what we carry through storms. Okay, I missed it. The ark equals containment, vessel that holds life, memory, values, lineage, and survival through chaos. I love that. The pyramids are magnificent. Oh, and solid. Girl, I know you saw the pyramids. I know you saw them. I guess when it's going to be my time to see them, I guess God will let me know. I've had many opportunities to go see the pyramids, and my dumb black ass chose Israel. By the way, guys, I've got these crosses, and I'm not taking them with me anymore. Hold on a second. Hey, mommy, you okay? Hold on, guys. Whew. Oh. Who is texting me? What? I don't even know what this is. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. How long? Oh. All right. It's one of my clients that I had to deliver some news that was not at all welcoming, and she was almost like, "Bitch, pull them cards again." And I said, "All right." I pulled them again, got the same outcome, and she just confirmed what I told her in the reading. Aw. All right, this is the Israel version of a Christian symbol for their Catholic churches, right? So it's the sign of the cross. It's not the cross, right? They make, yes. What? I can't even. This is a lot. Okay. Notice this is not a cross. How does a cross look, guys? This isn't a test. This is not a cross. A cross is like this, right? This is like this. That's not a cross, right? So then they add 4 more. This is very standard in a Catholic church in Israel and on their doors. It's very standard to have 4 crosses inside the design of the one cross, but it's not a cross. Now, this is another one that I brought. This is actually silver, but it's turned. That's not a cross at all. And again, same type of design, 4 of them. And then this one has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pointed star. And I'm very big on symbols of stars. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. All right. Let's look at a 7 pointed star, which has to be a good thing. 7 pointed star meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfection, spiritual insight, and connection. On it's supposed to be silver. I don't know if you could see it on the back. It says Jerusalem. I've decided that there's nothing about Israel that I believe in. Nothing. I don't like the redesign of a symbolic symbol. I don't like it. I think that they literally have taken over the world. I think Charlie Kirk may have been removed because he was about to go against Israel. I believe Martin Luther King, after the Vietnam speech, was about to pair up with Malcolm X, and that's why he was taken out. Turn the other cheek. Because it serves white authority to take Martin Luther King out and just repeat the speeches that they like for us to hear, which actually kept us down. That's not Martin's fault because he was about to turn his ass on the American politics. I think that these non-symbolic symbols of supposed Christ is part of the brainwashing that we have been subjugated to. And I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not letting any culture do this to me. I'm done. So I have no desire for these, and because they are not a cross, I feel like it served its purpose, and interfered with my belief system. I believe the way these are designed, they were designed by evil. And so in the garbage they go. And that is listening to the voice of God. And it took me a while to get there because I've been questioning whether or not I should keep these. And I decided with the voice of God in me, this does not represent God. And I won't let something so ugly and evil redirect my spirit. And I'm good. All right, everyone. Oh, final outcome. I don't need to do more than this. There's a flood coming to Nigeria. When? Could be anywhere from 1 month to 1 year. But there is a flood coming, and I hope, is it Nigeria or Ghana, Charm? I hope they allow the boats to stay up because they are really going to need them. And Ebo Noah, I wish you would go back in and put in a toilet and maybe some electricity. Maybe some beds. I don't know. But again, I said it once and I'll say it again. The way y'all followed Ebo Noah, I see why we became slaves in America. Just plain stupid. Just stupid. Just so fucking stupid. And then y'all want to get mad at Ebo Noah? No, get mad at yourselves. Stupid is as stupid does. Who said sell off your shit? I could see going down to the ark and be like, just in case it's real, I'm not coming back. But why would I sell off my shit? All right. I don't know. Don't get mad at me, Africans. I really see why we became slaves. So never again are y'all going to come over here and y'all going to act better than us. Y'all are not the brightest. You used to be amazing, but y'all got to get back to your own spirituality and God inside of you because y'all forgot. All right. And don't ever come here acting better than us. Not with all that scamming that goes on. Don't do it. If you really got God in you, you would love us because Americans are innocent. We are in the middle of white society and lost African culture. So we are doing the best we can on this end. Sorry, you can't come over here and act like you're better, Wendy Yosefo. I got 4 degrees. I got 4 degrees, and you got jail. Yeah. That's as good as I'm gonna get it. Right side up, pioneer. Passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Oh, guys, I will do better tomorrow. This was not lighthearted. I blame Ebo Noah for this, for my evil attitude. You know, I'm disappointed, Ebo Noah. All right, pioneer, explorer, settler, pilgrim, innovative. Discovers and explores new territory, whether external or internal, may initiate innovative fashion, art, music, literature, or arts. Ask if your life has been characterized by a need to consistently step on fresh and undiscovered territory in at least one realm. I think Ebo Noah wanted to be an actor. I think he bounced himself off the Rapture. I want to know how he built 8 arcs and how long it took him, because it did not take him 10 years. How long did it take for him to build those arcs? And then I need to know the engineer of the building of those arcs, because once it hit water, will it fall apart? So all you people that were like, oh, he's got this boat and he's building it, and then you get on it and it falls apart in the water, joke would have been on you all. So I think if there are 7 arcs left, you idiots, instead of burning it, make sure that the arcs are sustainable in the water. That's what you could do, because the flood is coming in 10 years, but it'll be here. Make it sustainable. Put some sealant on it. Oh my God. Africa absolutely has ancient flood memories that fed into later Noah type stories. Okay. 4 degrees. Oh my God. 4 degrees and 0 street smarts. You know what I think, to be honest with you, you know where I think her mistake was? Wanting to be white. I think her mistake was a chocolate girl that wanted to fit in white society. Sorry. Gorilla glue? Get some Gorilla glue. You should see the bird. Hi, birdie. He has black legs. Hi. Hi, lovey. Hi. He's so tall. He's about 3 feet, and he has black legs. We have 2 white birds here. One is, oh, look at this. One has black legs and one has white legs. One is called an egret and the other is called a heron. And I don't know which one is which, but since he walked in front of me and the beetle walked into my house, something's about to happen. Oh, I had to deliver bad news yesterday to a client, but I did not hold back. I stayed focused and I told her the truth. And she just got confirmation of what I said. Everything I say isn't good news, but at least the bad news, she can have conversations and figure out how to make it better. Wait, what's the difference? I'm just going to keep you all on because I can. Oh, it's after 2 hours? All right, whatever. What's the difference? How did I stay on for 2 hours, y'all? Between, and y'all just stay on with me, between heron and egret legs color. Egrets generally have black or dark legs, while herons have yellowish, greenish, or pale legs. So that was an egret. So what is the spiritual meaning of an egret? Of an egret. So that was an egret with the black legs. Purity, grace, balance, and divine guidance, often as messengers connecting the physical and spiritual world. Why do I need that? Oh, the spirit world's trying to talk to me, y'all. Oh, stop. Oh, fuck. Spirit world's trying to talk to me. It's often a messenger connecting the physical world, which is where I am, and a spiritual worlds, plural, representing harmony, peace, resilience, I got a lot of resilience, child. Self-reliance. Once again, I'm going to be self-reliant on me and God. I've been that way all my life. Egrets signify good fortune, new beginnings. Oh, listen to this. And the importance of inner wisdom. Teaching quiet observation with the ability to wait for the right moment to act. It is associated with Native American, Egyptian, and Celtic lore. I think I got to get to Egypt, y'all. That's what I think I need to do. I need to take a trip to Egypt and go look at those dang on pyramids. But egret symbolizes peace and tranquility. Interesting. You know what I expect? I expect peace and tranquility. And this is what an egret looks like, guys. This is what we have here. That's what an egret looks like. And they tend to be very close to the horses. All right. Oh, there are 11 species of egrets, and we have a species here. All right, whatever. They're so pretty. And how I noticed him, right, is because he was flapping like a helicopter, and I could hear, I was like, what the hell? And it was an egret. So that egret was trying to tell me something. What? I don't know. We're going to revisit this again. But this is the egret with the black legs. That's an egret. Anywho, it's going to rain where you're located. Animals come inside for safety and care. We're all connected. All right. It always rains here. We are not like California, never getting rain. And then by the way, Ebo, Southern California could have used those boats. You've been on forever. I fully ran errands. I know, it's so hard for me to get off. Egrets have black legs. I didn't even notice that. Thank you, Jala. All right, everyone. I'm going to get off, Noah. Noel. I love you guys. Thank you for sticking by me. Thank you. Today was rough. I didn't like today. And Ebo, I don't know if I trust you, Ebo Noah, but there are 7 arcs left. Seal up the 7 arcs, everybody that can't get back home because you sold everything, you dumbasses. Seal it up. You can live on the arcs and maybe help Noah build a portable toilet. Okay? There's a way to turn this around positively. So, first the beetle showed up. Now the egret showed up. I'm not complaining. Oh, thank you, Noel. Thank you. Again, my oils are for sale. Forget about, living or dying. Just get some hair oil. Just worry about today. You can get the hair oil at tracybrownlive.com. Ada, did you find it yet? You're always complaining, but it's there. tracybrownlive.com. Get your hair growth oil. You want a miracle? That's a miracle. All right. Call me for your own personal reading. I am available right now. As soon as I get off, I am available. 213-458-7408. I love you all. I don't think so. Is there a tarot card with that animal? I don't know. That would be interesting. Call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. Love you guys. Take it easy. Get your hair growth oil. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.